Well, hey there, pals. So today we are chatting DIY website copy. And I know you might be thinking, what in the heck, Faith? That's really weird coming from a copywriter. But truth be told, I understand that, you know what? Not everybody can afford a professional copywriter, and that is okay, right? And the fact of the matter is, you need to be able to talk about your business in a way that sells what you do. So even if you are in the place that you can hire out website copywriting, if you can, I'd love to be your gal. But even if you are in a place where you can hire that out, you still need to be able to talk about your business in a way that connects with your people and sells your stuff, okay? So today I'm going to be giving you 3 easy peasy, lemon squeezy, proven time and time again tips to get you unstuck when you are working on your own website copy and SEO, because they're kind of interchangeable. They're kind of like, you can't separate good SEO and good website copy, because even if you have the most beautiful words in the whole wide world and nobody can find you, it ain't doing you a lick of good. So listen in, 3 easy tips to get you unstuck on your website copy and SEO, even for a DIYer. Hey there, fellow entrepreneur. Welcome to Simple SEO and Marketing. Do you want to grow your business with sustainable traffic sources? Have you heard about the power of search engine optimization and you want to take advantage of it to get more traffic, more eyeballs on your business? But when it comes down to it, does SEO feel complicated and hard to implement? Are you tired of wondering what in the heck to do with your website to get more traffic and more leads knocking on your door? What if I could tell you that there was a simple, proven system for using SEO, blogging, and copywriting to get leads from your website, and not just any leads, high converting leads. Hey, I'm Faith Hannon, wife, mama, copywriter, SEO strategist, and barrel racer. And for the last 8 years, I've been figuring out what works and what doesn't work in the world of online marketing to get organic traffic. And now I'm here to share all the things I'm learning in the trenches of SEO, copywriting, and content marketing. How does 300%, 500%, or even 12,000% more traffic in a year sound? What could your business do with that kind of traffic increase? How many more people could you help? So listen in and prepare to take notes. I'm about to drop simple, actionable SEO marketing and copywriting tips, all with a heavy dose of Jesus-loving encouragement. Let's get you more traffic and more leads so you can help more people with your God-given gifts. All right, y'all, you know, if you've been around here for more than 5 minutes, that I am all about keeping things simple. I'm all about keeping things very, very clear in your copy. But sometimes as business owners, we get so into our business. We get so far, not above in like the snooty patootie sense, but so far above where our ideal client is that we forget how to speak their language. And so my number 1 tip, numero uno, if you hear nothing else, please hear this tip. My number 1 tip for getting unstuck when writing your own website copy or content for that matter is to go back to the basics, right? Like, I'm thinking about that old country song, go back to the basics of life. And just got a visual of, cowboys 2-stepping to that. But there's that for you. Go back to the basics. And I don't just mean like super basic in how you get somebody results. That is important too. But I want you to go back to the basics of, why are you in business? Like, really, why are you in business? If this isn't something that you have thought about or journaled about or really worked through in a while, maybe now is the time. / it is the time. Because when you really get real with your own self about why you are in business and really sit with the Lord and say, Lord, why am I in this business? Why do you have me here? Please remind me, God. And really just kind of get a refresher of your purpose in business, because everything we do should be to glorify God and his kingdom, right? So kind of get alone with the Lord and get back to why you are in business and why this business, right? Because what that will do is that will kind of reignite your passion for your business and for the people that you serve. It should. And that'll help the words start coming. Okay. So go back to the basics. All right. Think about why you're in business. Sit with the Lord. Sit with the Lord and let him speak over you. Journal. Flip back through old journals if you are organized enough to keep track of things like that. All right. And then as you're going back to the basics, I also want you to think about who you're serving. What kind of person do you love to serve? This is so much more than just your ideal client avatar where they like to shop, what their favorite section of Target is, and what their Starbucks drink is. Like, please, for the love, people, let's get deeper than that. Think about who you like to serve. Like, what kind of a person do you like to serve? Are they, into certain hobbies? Do they have certain personality types? Like, what kind of a person do you enjoy serving? Now, if you're a service provider, this can be very intimate almost, because you get to spend a lot of back and forth with your clients. You get to know them really well. They get to know you really well. You build a relationship with them. So the depth of your knowledge of your person is going to be different than if you're a service provider over a product provider. But that's okay. If you're a product provider, like if you own a storefront, I want you to think about the frazzled mom that comes in looking for an outfit last minute for, her son's graduation or something like that. Like, think about the type of person, the kind of person that you like to serve, and the transformation that you get for them. Okay. I want you to journal through a lot of this. Okay. And then as you're getting back to the basics, right? This is a 3-step back to the basics. I want you to break it down for my 4-year-old. Okay. So y'all know I have kids, and my kids are all brilliant. And of course I say that because I'm their mom, but my 4-year-old is so smart, but I still have to explain things to him on a 4 or 5-year-old level. Okay. Now, I believe it was Einstein that said, if you can't explain it to a 6-year-old, then you really don't understand it yourself. Sometimes that's a kick in the gut, right? But when you're explaining what you do, I really would like you to be able to explain it to a 4 or 5-year-old. Now, if you don't have a 4 or 5-year-old or 6-year-old in your life, just, maybe call a kindergarten teacher friend and be like, would a kindergartner understand this? But really try to break it down into a level that a 4, 5, or 6-year-old can understand. Because a lot of times in our copy, we try to get what I call a little too highfalutin. We try to get fancy with our words, when in reality, we just need to be clear, and we need to clearly explain how we get results for people. So take it back to the basics is step number 1 in getting unstuck. Okay. Now, step number 2 in getting unstuck, ready, is to bust out the pen and paper. Okay. There's a connection between your brain and your little hands that is different when you are physically writing, than when you are typing. And sometimes when I am stuck on a client project or even my own, internal business projects, the best thing I can do is I get out the whiteboard from behind my desk and I bust out all my dry erase markers and I just start writing on my whiteboard. And my husband will come in and just laugh at me and then turn around and walk out, because he knows that the physical act of writing on a piece of paper or a whiteboard will get my brain flowing. And it really does, without fail. So when you're stuck, when you're at a loss for words, I really do want you to get out a pen and paper, like step away from the computer. Yes, it's inefficient, and no, I don't care, okay? Step away from the computer, put the phone down, put everything on silent, and get a notebook and pen or a whiteboard and physically write out ideas. And I promise you that you're going to get your brain juices flowing and just start thinking about things that you maybe wouldn't have otherwise thought about. I actually got this idea from Austin Kleon, who wrote the book Steal Like an Artist. And he actually talks about having an entire technology-free part of his desk. Like he has 2 desks, and he talks about having a technology-free desk where he will use physical things like Post-it notes or paper or whiteboards only on that desk. So step number 2, please, please, please hear me on this. It's not dumb. It's very helpful. Physically write out ideas. It gets your brain working, I promise. And the number three thing I want you to do, if you're stuck and just cannot get the words flowing, is I want you to think about the benefits, okay? If you're stuck on your website copy or you just really need some help, I want you to think about the benefits that your product or service provides, not the deliverables, not the features, right? Like if you're selling a washing machine, okay, nobody cares about the horsepower. They care, is this going to get baby poop stains out without scrubbing, okay? If you can sell me a washing machine that will get the baby poop stains out with 0 scrubbing, boom, take my dollars, right? Think about your ideal person's problems and then sell them the benefits, not the features, okay? Like you can put the features elsewhere, but don't lead with that. So think through the benefits, right? You're an accountant. You save people time. You save people headaches. You save people spending hours pouring through tax laws, okay? If you help people plan out their garden, right? I don't know what that would be called because I'm not a very good gardener, so I probably need you in my life. But if you help people plan out their gardens, then you keep them from watching their plants die a sad death because they planted the wrong thing for their zone, okay? Think through the benefits that your service or product provides and write out some of those things in your copy. All right, y'all, those are 3 things, 3 ways to get unstuck when you're working on your own website copy, okay? Because I know sometimes we just got to DIY it, and that's okay. Now, if you are at the place that you're ready, you are like, yes, Faith, I'm ready for you to help me with my copy, then reach out, book a free little chat, and we'll chat and see if I'm a good fit for you. I am open and upfront about my prices, so take a look at that on my website because I love being able to help you get the right words, to describe your business and speak to your ideal clients and please the SEO gnomes, because you should be able to get found on the internet for your thing. You should be popping up on the top search results for your thing, because if you're not, your competitor is. So reach out if you're ready to have a copywriter, SEO consultant in one who cares deeply about your business, all right? And if you're not at the place to be ready for that, it's okay. I love you anyway. Take these tips along with all of the other tips on this podcast and use them to start crafting expert SEO-friendly copy for your website. All right, y'all, we'll chat with you next week. Thank you so much for listening in today. Hopefully this episode gave you some really tangible tips for better SEO and marketing to get more leads and more sales from your website. If it did, can I ask you a quick favor? Would you please share this episode with a friend and then just take 10 seconds and go leave a written review on Apple Podcasts. That is the very best way to help more Jesus-loving entrepreneurs scale their businesses so that they can help more people with their gifts and make an even bigger impact for the kingdom of God. And guess what? We now have a Facebook community where we can learn, hang out, and laugh. Go join the Facebook group now. It's linked in the show notes. And all the other things, courses, coaching, and copywriting can be found at my website, faithhannon.com. Until next time, God bless, and I'll talk to you soon.